Have you ever felt that little knot in your stomach just before you have to speak English? That moment of panic? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. In this explainer, we're going to unpack that fear and give you a real, practical roadmap to speaking English with genuine confidence. Let's get started. This quote, wow, it just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's that deep-seated fear of being judged, of someone making fun of your accent, or of just sounding wrong. And believe me, it's a feeling so many English learners share. So if that sounds familiar to you, I want you to know something. You are not alone, not by a long shot. This anxiety is a completely normal, totally valid part of learning a new language. It feels like a huge wall, but it's one we're going to learn how to climb over together. So let's think of the next few minutes as our guide, okay? We're going to look at the why behind the fear, and then, more importantly, we'll get into the how, the simple, actionable steps you can start taking today. All right, first up, the fear of speaking. You know, to really beat this thing, we've got to understand it first. Let's peel back the layers and see what's actually happening in our brains when that anxiety kicks in. Let's talk about something called the translation barrier. Think of it like this. There's this slow, clunky middleman living in your brain. It's a habit most of us picked up in school, right? Trying to translate every single word from our native language into English before we speak. This process is just slow. It makes our speech feel hesitant and unnatural, which only feeds our fear of making mistakes. So, how do we fire that slow middleman? Well, it all starts with a huge mindset shift. We have to focus on communication over perfection. This, right here, is the absolute foundation for building real confidence. Just look at these two paths you can take. On one side, you've got the path of perfection. It's the super stressful uphill battle where every little mistake feels like a total failure. But on the other side, communication. That's not a mountain, it's a bridge. It's all about connecting with people, about making progress. And here's a secret. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. The real goal is just to be understood. This is probably the single most important message to take away. Let go of being perfect. Seriously. The moment you shift your goal from being flawless to simply communicating your ideas, you give yourself the mental space you need to actually learn and improve. Okay, with that new mindset in place, let's get practical. It's time to build your daily practice toolkit. We've got 3 simple, totally pressure-free techniques you can use to boost your confidence every single day. And here they are. First, narrate your life, which connects words directly to actions. Second, think in simple sentences, which gets your brain comfortable with how English works. And third, shadow what you hear, which is amazing for your flow and pronunciation. All 3 of these are designed to build that thinking in English muscle without the stress of a live conversation. Let's start with narrating your life. It is exactly as simple as it sounds. As you go about your day, just describe what you're doing in basic English, out loud. I am making coffee. I see a blue car. This directly connects the English words to real-world actions, completely bypassing that translation middleman we talked about. Next up is shadowing, and trust me, this one is a game changer. You listen to a piece of audio, a podcast, a movie clip, whatever, and you repeat what you hear almost immediately, like an echo. You're not just copying the words, you're copying the rhythm, the intonation, the whole music of the language. It trains your mouth and your brain to sync up, which is what makes your speech sound so much more natural and fluid. So having the right tools is one thing, but, using them consistently is what really makes the difference. So our next step is all about making it a habit. Let's look at how you can seamlessly integrate English practice into your daily routine. The goal here is to create a little English world all around you. And it doesn't have to be some huge effort. Just try one of these. Change your phone's language setting to English. Or, at the end of the day, record a quick 1-minute voice note about what you did. These are small, simple changes that immerse you in the language and make it a natural part of your life. And that brings us to the real secret. You do not need to block out hours and hours for studying. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of focused, consistent practice every single day will build incredible momentum. You have to remember, consistency is so much more powerful than duration. Okay, you've got the mindset, you've got the tools. Now it's time to take the biggest step, actually speaking to someone. But don't worry, we're going to make it really, really easy. Just look at this table. The truth is, you already have the tools for a basic conversation right now. These simple questions and answers are the building blocks. You do not need fancy vocabulary to connect with someone. You can start with what you know today. And when you have that conversation, just remember these key points. Build with simple sentences. Speak slowly and clearly. Think of it like the tortoise, not the hare, right? Project confidence in your voice. And remember, speed is not the goal. Connection is. I really want to leave you with this powerful thought. The people who might laugh today, they are not on the same journey as you. You are the one who is growing. You're the one who is learning. You keep practicing, and one day, I promise, they will stop laughing and they will start listening. So I'll end with this question for you to take away. What is the first simple English sentence you will say today? Whether it's to yourself, to a friend, or to a stranger, what's it going to be? Your journey to confidence starts with that one sentence.